EA Sports. It's in the game.
Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry now for Kareem Hunt, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, Cleveland.
First carry for Nick Chubb, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
To throw on second is Watson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because likely like him is going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big man rumble.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 64 yards.
And the Browns put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Able to hit his target land.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
It was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up 1st downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 30 yards.
And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders in the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. 3rd and 4. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Prescott to throw it. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
They'll try and run for it with Vaughn.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Prescott.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Juan Thornhill. There he goes, right side. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Watson changing the play.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
83 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
Here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Rodney McLeod up to make the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Running behind center with Vaughn.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Prescott now.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Pollard. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Bell.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
To throw is Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Deuce Vaughn.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation. You try to get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
104 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last one makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's Prescott.
Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Prescott yet again. And this will be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Cowboys! Deuce Vaughn. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't